My name is Hafsah Aminu. I'm based in Nigeria, Abuja precisely. I work in a school as an academic coordinator and I double as a teacher. Well, first off, I got the training from the British Council, which was a very good thing. It was a rigorous training. The best way to give back what I have learned is to practice it. So it was a great opportunity for me from the British Council to have trained me and then giving me the opportunity to also practice what I have trained on. Another thing is I believe in knowledge sharing. The more you teach, the more you gain more knowledge. So by involving myself, writing materials for the British Council, for the TE website, I am gaining more knowledge because you have to make a lot of research before you can produce a material. So, and then of course, it's an opportunity for me to showcase my expertise as a material writer. My involvement as a material writer has exposed me to meeting great people, someone like Steve, for example, someone like Gary. I have been able to pick a lot from them, their professionalism, their dedication, their promptness. We've been able to break the barrier of distance to work together as if we are in the same community. So yeah, I've benefited a lot from that. My aim is to enhance language learning by producing engaging and culturally relevant materials that would provide a more inclusive English education experiences for learners in Africa, especially. So I would, like to continue. I want to see myself being that change maker. I want my materials to be beneficial to teachers, teacher educators, and by extension, the students they teach. I want to see the future and see that I have been greatly involved. I have seen my materials being in use. I have taught for over 16 years. And I must confess that in the last 2 years that I have been writing, that I learned about material writing and I started writing material for the British Council, my teaching has taken a new turn. I have had to change so many things about my teaching style, my teaching technique, the steps I take in teaching. We learned traditionally, we would go to class, write the topic on the board, go on and teach. But now I am more deliberate about how I approach my lessons. I am more deliberate about connecting to every child in my class. And I can give all the credit to being a material writer and having to learn so much about how to approach these things. It's an understatement to say that it's important for a teacher to keep learning. The more you go forward, the more you realize that you don't know. There is a slogan here that I heard when I went for a training. The more you know, the more you realize that you do not know. So if you are a teacher and you believe that you have known it all, then your knowledge ends there. So learning is a continuous thing. As a teacher, you must learn every day, and you realize that you are just being exposed to new things on a daily basis. You can never exhaust learning. So it's continuous. It has to continue. My colleague, Rashidat, we co-presented on the topic planning lessons for 21st century learners. I have been doing webinars locally. That was the first international webinar I'll be involved in. And initially I had cold feet. But as the day grew closer, I had to brace up because I had already signed up for it. So it was a very good one. And there was a post-webinar survey, which made it easy for us to get feedback from those who attended. At first, there was a very good attendance. It was the first time I would be presenting, and I think we had over 200 participants, and that was big for me. After the webinar, we had the post-webinar survey, and I was really happy that we were able to impact that much. We got so much good feedback. And we also got another mail from Melissa thanking us, giving us a certificate or a letter of commendation. And recently, she also asked us to come and present again, which means we did a good job.